game don't matter if you win.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you have any issues or any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word raptors along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. The National Basketball Association and the Toronto Raptors are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, or entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest.
Game 4, Eastern Semifinals. The Chicago Bulls have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Raptors. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
2K Sports here to present you the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. It's Game 4, and one that could go down in the books. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Levine is out there with Booker, and it's Butler in at the small 4. And for the Raptors, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Mitchell is out there with Dick, and it's Armstrong in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Take a look at the Bulls. Well, Greg, this is the moment, and they can take command of the series.
Yeah, a win here on the road gives them at least 2 chances to close it out at home. That's a nice insurance policy for a team to have, and extra motivation to get the win and the cushy 3-1 lead.
Big-time motivation, you're right. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
And he's good on the second. Chicago with the ball. Thursday's loss was a disappointment.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
6 on the shot clock. Down low. Fades and shoots. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, when the playmaking duties fall to Jimmy Butler, he is more than capable.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. To the inside. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Butler off with the layup. Here's Toronto now. Barnes kicks to Barrett. Barnes up top over Williams. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Dick.
Quick release from Scotty Barnes. My goodness, pre-shot preparation was on point.
Vucevic a screen on Mitchell. Booker the pass to Vucevic. It's up a three. They get the rebound. Can't hit from in close.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Mitchell finds Barnes. The shot from the low post is good. Barnes has got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Levine. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Yeah, Levine not a guy you want to concede that mid-range game to. So skilled in that area.
Toronto with the ball. Mitchell outside. It's all in by the Bulls. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
Find the shoot. Booker a screen on Barrett. Butler kicks to Booker. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 5 points in the game.
Now, Jimmy Butler has turned himself into a guy that can pick apart any defense you send in his direction. If he sees an opening, he will send it on time and on target.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Booker dishes to Williams. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. There's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Nikola Vucevic, 4th.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Chicago with the ball. The kick outside to Butler. Pass to Vucevic. Over Armstrong. Bank shot. No good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2. Barnes with it. Mitchell a screen on Williams. And here's Barnes for 3. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Williams against Barnes. The shot by Williams, no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Armstrong against Vucevic. And again, Toronto no up.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Armstrong. Baseline jumper. Booker's shot is good. Booker's got 7 points. Raptors trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Mitchell. Butler with the steal. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him. Williams drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Barnes. To end the run. No good on the shot. Good D by Williams. The Bulls leading by 6. The drive by Booker. Outside Butler. Now on the scoring. Allen with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, listen, we know that Butler possesses this ability. Break down off the dribble, defender just left hanging.
Here's Barnes. He has 5. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. He talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, be ready. Guys?
Thank you, David.
If you want a free shirt, you need to be a super fan. And that is bringing all the way you've got right now.
French checked in for Dick. And here are the Raptors now. 8-point game. Onside Barrett, and the foul on Patrick Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
And the Bulls making a change here. Smith has checked in. Mitchell outside. There's the pick. Can they get it? Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Smith finds Booker. Back to Smith. That's to Vucevic. Booker with it. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Vucevic with the bucket.
You've got to be able to keep your composure under duress of the clock, and Vucevic does just that.
Mitchell wide open. And it's off from three-point range.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
In the corner, it's Levine. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Trent. Pass to Mitchell. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Leading by 5. 20 feet out. Here's Smith. Good D by Barnes. Toronto's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. On deep, Trent connects from three-point range.
Well, range is what Gary Trent gives you, and it's on display right there.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Outside Butler. This one for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Butler's got his second basket.
I think defensively, you've got to respect the roller. Butler takes quick note and takes it himself.
Here's Mitchell, drives to the hoop, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Here's Booker. After the Raptors pick up 2. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Booker with the screen for Vucevic. Butler against Mitchell. It's good. He has 7.
This is where Jimmy Butler most comfortable. You allow him into a mid-range jumper and turn the lights out.
Onside Barrett. It's Trent on the wing. Onside Barrett. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Booker with it. 7 points in the game. That's to Vucevic. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists tonight. Raptors trail by 7. Now Barnes. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Vucevic down low. He's covered by Armstrong. Vucevic to the pass to Booker. The kick outside to Butler. And the clock. Levine for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Puts one up from 19. Booker pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Barnes finds Barrett. Here is Armstrong. And it's Trent in the corner. It's good from long range. Trent's got his second bucket of the night.
It's inexcusable to let Trent Jr. get... Space from the corner three. He's just too dangerous. You got to make him put it on the deck.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. changes for Toronto. Hurdle, he is checked in for Armstrong. Johnson comes in for Scotty Barnes. And Dick subbed in for Davion Mitchell. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Booz Ellis is checked in for Vucevic. Dante Exum comes in for Jimmy Butler. White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Booker. Now, here's McConnell. Outside, White. Smith sets the pick for White. And again, no good by Chicago. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors, trailing by 2. Now, here's Exum. Defense right on him. Now, Booz Ellis. White, good.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now, here's Trent. Dick finds Pirtle. Johnson, that's for 2. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Outside, White. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta. White's got a couple of threes now in the first for Chicago.
The IQ of White, reading those pick and rolls and just taking what the D gives him.
Pass to Trent. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the first. Back to Dick. There's the triple. Rebound by the Bulls. Exum deciding where to go with it. Outside, White. Pass to Booz Ellis. Smith sets the pick for Booz Ellis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Barrett with the ball. Back to Trent. To the paint. High post shot. And he hits the jump shot. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go. And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Dr. Pirtle out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Grady Dick. Then it's Barrett, and it's Trent in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now, here's McConnell. Following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. And here's McConnell. Nothing on the board. And there is White, and that's good on the assist by McConnell.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now, here's Trent. And yes, it's good. Trent's got 8 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
White goes in. Yes, that goes in. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
Barrett kicks to Johnson. Trent against McConnell. Terry grabs the board.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Trent outside. Pass to Barrett. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, look at how confident R.J. Barrett is on the interior, right in his sweet spot.
Raptors have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. First free throw is good.
I think one of the things I most admire about R.J. Barrett's game, he can do a little bit of everything. He can score it, board it, pass it at a high level. This young man can play the game.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic comes in for Buzelis. And it's Booker in for T.J. McConnell. And so Barrett nails both of them. The Bulls leading by 4. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, guys. Easy breezy in the last game against the Raptors was tremendous. He contributed 51 points and wore the defense down with his three-point shooting. The numbers he put up were really impressive. He's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Now here's Williams after R.J. Barrett's miss. That's to Vucevic. Trent against Booker. Back to Vucevic. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 9. Onside, Barrett. Dick with it. White's there. Dick can't get it to go. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. 9. Another 3 for Chicago.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
Pass to Barrett. Over Terry. And the Raptors miss again. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Out to White. Booker looking around. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better. Looks to start this basketball game.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Well, you look at Booker, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. Here's Barrett. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Toronto with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. Inside, here's Barnes. No good again that time.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
The Raptors making a switch here. Milton's checked in. That's good from Williams. Raptors trail by 19. Now here's Barnes. 7 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Armstrong. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Booker. inside. Vucevic lays it up off the glass. Vucevic has got 8 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Milton. Fades. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 4 points in the quarter.
For a good offensive player, you've got to take what the defense gives you. RJ does just that. Settles into the mid-range.
Cameron Johnson.
The Bulls have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
At the line for the Bulls, Booker. Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. Trent's checked in for Toronto. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Zach LaVine's checked in for Terry. He doesn't get the second one. Raptors trail by 17. Onside, Barrett. And the 3 off target.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here's Booker. Flush shot missing. Good D by Johnson. Toronto shooting 41% for the game. Barrett against LaVine. And it's Trent in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Chicago leading by 14. Booker with it. 12 points for him. LaVine gets a screen from Booker. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Trent with it. He's guarded by Booker.
Defense might want to think about trying to keep the ball out of Gary Trent Jr.'s hands, because right now he is willing anything he wants on the offensive end.
And so Booker will bring it up for Chicago. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the shot is good. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Raptors with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Here's Trent. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Booker. Pass to Vucevic. Rebound by the Raptors. Onside, Barrett. Here's Armstrong. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Booker, defended by Trent. From deep. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Booker.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Trent against Booker. The 9-foot shot. That one a little long. Chicago leading by 15. Williams, a screen on Armstrong. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Another 3 for Chicago.
Wow, you don't see Jimmy Butler go to the three-point opportunity that often, but knocks down a big-time shot there.
Trent passes to Barrett. And here's Armstrong. Johnson outside. Pass to Armstrong. Clock at 4. Nobody near Barnes. And the Raptors miss again. Chicago has gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Booker inside, defended by Trent. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far. Raptors trail by 20. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. The Bulls shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Raptors with some changes. Dix checked in for Cameron Johnson. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Trent. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Exum, he's checked in for Butler. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Booker. Now Armstrong. Over Smith. Misses off the right iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
McConnell passes to Levine. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
R.J. Barrett, shooting 1.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's McConnell. Still yet to score. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the second quarter. Smith with a screen on Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Exum finds Smith. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. A drive by Barnes. Off on the layup. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Here's Exum. And again, Chicago. No good. Raptors trail by 19. Down low. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
He can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. And I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Exum. 46 seconds left to play here in the half. Smith sets the pick for McConnell. Over Mitchell. A shot by McConnell, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got 11 points.
How about Scotty Barnes getting that jumper off the bounce so quickly the defense can't get there in time.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A shot by McConnell, no good. Mitchell outside. On the wing, Barnes. Lets it go from 11. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, you want your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drop. They're measuring up the shot. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
Hello and welcome. And here in Game 4, you couldn't have drawn up a better first half for the Chicago Bulls.
I have some research here that might explain everything. Apparently 3 is more than 2. They keep making threes. That's why they're ahead.
I can't even begin to tell you how profound that was, big fella.
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Raptors. Game 4 is always important, but does this game mean a little more to them, Shaq?
No doubt, Ernie, if they lose this, the series is finito, done. They're not coming back from 3-1.
Hey, I have to agree with the big fella. Another loss, better get the fishing gear ready.
Ooh, high stakes. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Here's Booker. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Booker out there with Levine. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. And it's Vucevic missing. Raptors trail by 13. Up top, Barrett. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, R.J. Barrett comes with an aggressiveness and assertiveness. This guy wants to capitalize on the defender's mistake. Nice.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Barrett.
Well, one thing you love about R.J. Barrett is he is a scorer at heart. This guy will hunt shots. He's going to be aggressive. And when he gets on a roll, look out, guys.
And so Barrett nails both of them. Here's Booker. To the inside. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
Watch your head. Jimmy Butler in the house.
And here is Mitchell. Outside, Barrett. Pass to Dick. That's a 2 from Barnes. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Booker. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Over in the corner, Williams. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 9 points for Williams.
Well, Levine has really worked on those playmaking abilities. That's a pretty pass right there.
Here's Mitchell with the drive.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Here's Booker. Kick out to Levine. Butler against Barrett. Nice D from Barrett. Raptors trail by 11. Dick passes to Armstrong. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so Booker will bring it up for Chicago. Barrett with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And there's the call on Easy Breezy. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Dick. Still without a basket. Traps in the tray.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Vucevic's screen on Mitchell. Here's Booker. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Toronto trailing. Barnes outside. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Boy, the defense tight inside, but Barnes just persevering.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here.
At the line for your Raptors, Scotty Barnes taking 2 shots.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Mitchell against Booker. Williams a screen on Mitchell for 3. Booker, it's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Now here's Barnes. 17 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you got to be careful how you guard Barnes, especially when he's in attack mode.
Raptors have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. That's good from Barnes. And the Bulls making a change here. White's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Chicago leading by 7. Now here's Booker. He's got 24. Out to White from the arc. Another three for Chicago.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Here's Mitchell, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Over Booker, and that one's good. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is what happens when he gets on a roll. I mean, you're not going to see a better rhythm shooter than this guy.
With three, Booker, rebound by the Raptors. Barrett's got his fourth rebound in this one. Shoots a fader. Barnes can't get it to go. Bulls have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Barnes against Booker. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Armstrong's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the paint, Williams with the steal. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Well, you look at Booker, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Jimmy Butler.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
That's good from Williams. Terry's checked in for Vucevic. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Raptors trail by 10. Outside Barrett. Back to Mitchell. Spins. Dick in the corner. They set the pick. Pocket 6. Pass to Armstrong. Over Williams. And he gets it to go from the corner. Armstrong's got 4 points this quarter.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates. Always on time and on target.
Booker against Mitchell. Butler a screen on Mitchell from about 19 feet. That misses off the backboard. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. Trailing here by 8. Barrett with the ball. He's picked up by White. Dick can't get it to go. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Terry kicks to Booker. Takes the 3. Good on the triple. Booker's got 27 points.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Pass to Barrett. Back to Mitchell. Barnes looking around. Dick with it. Armstrong with the screen on White. Dick wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Booker dishes to Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Mitchell. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. Here's Dick. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Now here's Booker. 27 points for him. And there's the drive. And that one, good. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Mitchell with it. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Barnes outside. They grab their own miss. And it's Mitchell missing. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half.
Well, simply stated, Jimmy Butler is a winner and a game changer. This guy will compete on both ends of the floor, gives you everything he has.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Johnson, he's checked in for Barnes. Trent comes in for Dick. Robinson is subbed in for Mitchell. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for the Bulls. T.J. McConnell comes in for Booker. And so Butler nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Chicago. Here's Robinson. Six to shoot. Onside, Barrett. They get it back. Armstrong, the layup off target. The Bulls leading by 14. Pass to Buzelis. White up top, guarded by Robinson. Yep, that one goes in there. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
And love the commitment from White. He took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Barrett the pass to Trent. Shoots over White. And again, no good by Toronto.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And there's Buzelis on the assist by White.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Count it. Trent's got 17.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
McConnell kicks to Smith. Pass to White. Beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now Trent, 17 points in the game. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires the three. And it's McConnell with the rebound. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 22 is their biggest lead. And here's White. 18 points for him. Here he goes. Stolen away. White against Trent. Pass to Barrett. Back to Trent. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Trent's got 4 this quarter.
Well, defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr. He's not having any of it.
Outside, White. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr. For Chicago, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. And Chicago also making a switch. Exum's checked in. And both free throws good for White. Raptors trail by 16. Johnson outside. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Robinson passes to Trent. No good on the three.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Raptors shooting in the second half so far about 45%. McConnell against Robinson. Stolen by Robinson. In the corner, Barrett with it. McConnell against Robinson. Here's Barrett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
At the line for Toronto, R.J. Barrett. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Chicago making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Good on the second free throw. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the third. Here's McConnell. Still scoreless. Here's Exum. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist.
Well, it's hard to question the size Dante Exum brings to the point guard position. He's unique in the game.
Now, here's Barrett. Down low. They double-team Johnson. Back to Poeltl. Toronto working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Barrett. Chicago grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Levine finds McConnell. Now, here's Exum. Pass to Levine. Over Barrett. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got his 4th rebound in this one. Trent. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago. Out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. They've got R.J. Barrett. Arias Baisley is out there with Pirtle. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Robinson in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First game down. Shooting for Chicago. Booker taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. Williams, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Raptors trail by 18. Pass to Barrett. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Vucevic, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Bulls substitution. Number 9, Vucevic.
Here's Baisley. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Drains it from beyond the arc. Robinson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Vucevic against Pirtle. Booker, no good. Raptors shooting 43% for the game. Onside, Barrett. It's Trent on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets that one to go off the front line. Trent's got 21.
Oh, the scoring ability of Gary Trent Jr. makes it difficult on defenders to guard against that mid-range. My goodness, that was sweet.
Now here's Levine.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Chicago. Zach Levine taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Levine.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Zach Levine, one of the most entertaining players in the league. Boy, when he's cooking offensively, look out.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Trent passes to Purdy. Back to Trent. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Zach Levine.
Well, Gary Trent Jr. is accustomed to dealing with aggressive defense. That's the level of scorer he is. But in the interior there, I'll tell you, draws the contact nicely. Here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
That one misses.
Gary Trent Jr., to me, guys, the very definition of a true shooter. He believes it's a natural talent, but he also works to develop himself into a reliable and efficient shooter.
Yeah, easy call.
13 foul. Shooting for Chicago, Patrick Williams. 2 shots.
Take break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. And Williams drops them both.
And they're doing a very good job at the line this half.
Raptors trail by 16. Here's Robinson, and he drives in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
And the Bulls making a change here. White's checked in. Inside, here's Robinson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Now here's Booker. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Boys, ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Robinson.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun. His 4th giveaway tonight, just another loss of concentration. I don't know what's going on with him.
Here's Shed, defended by Booker. A 3, and again, Toronto with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And the turnovers this quarter already translating into 8 points for the opposition.
And Toronto making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Here's Shed, defended by Booker. To the inside. Here's Robinson. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Chicago leading by 6. Butler kicks to Vucevic. Williams, a screen on Robinson. White, good.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Plays it up and banks it in. Shed's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Booker with it. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Just a sloppy quarter of basketball. Turnovers now becoming an issue.
Toronto with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Pirtle, high post. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now just a 4-point Bulls lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Yeah, just fighting an uphill battle. The turnovers forcing them to lose ground.
The Raptors making a switch here. Williams against Barnes. Pass to Mitchell. Barrett wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
White dishes to Butler. Clock at 6. Rebound by Armstrong. Armstrong's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. A clear look for Mitchell. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Vucevic throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
Raptors trail by 6. Now Barnes. Robinson for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. White, good.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance is half, 5 overall.
The Raptors have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Here's Barnes. That one wide left. Chicago leading by 9. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Robinson. That's tipped. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Count that bucket. 21 points for Scotty Barnes.
It's problematic for the defense because Scotty Barnes has been allowed to catch his rhythm, and his game is really flowing right now.
Williams kicks to Butler. Pass to White. To the middle. Here's Booker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. That's now 32 points for Easy Breezy.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Raptors trail by 9. Mitchell outside. And here's Barrett. Defended by Butler. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 13 with that last one.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Outside, Barrett. Pass to Mitchell. Launches a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Checked in for Robinson. And Chicago also making a switch. Levine's checked in. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 22 is their biggest lead. Williams passes to Butler. And a miss there on the triple.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Here's Barnes, and he converts the layup. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And a guy who has quickly adapted to playing NBA offense. Barnes, he can be a producer.
Butler kicks to White. And again, Chicago, no good. Raptors trail by 7. And here is Barnes. Armstrong with the screen on White. A drive by Barnes. Good. Barnes has got 25 points in the game.
Boy, you combine the handle with Scotty Barnes' length, and this guy is a very tough cover.
Back to White. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Booker, he's checked in for White.
Number 2, Brandon Booker.
Toronto's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Now, Booker, following Davion Mitchell's three-point attempt. Booker dishes to Williams.
At the line for the Bulls, Patrick Williams taking 2 shots.
That's good from Williams. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Mitchell. Barnes outside. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell sets the screen for Dick. Inside. Chicago grabs the miss. Booker's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside Butler. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Armstrong. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Butler in the corner. Outside Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, this is Levine's mindset. He is ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hand.
Now here's Barnes.
Patrick Williams. 5th personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for 2 Scotty Barnes taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Here's Booker. Shoots it up. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Booker. Booker's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Raptors trail by 11. Now here's Barnes. Mitchell outside. Over Booker. It's all in by the Bulls.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up. Well,
credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 10-1 run. Back to Levine. Pass to Booker. Butler passes to Williams. No good with the triple. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. It's a 14-point game.
And entering the final countdown, game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous...
Sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Easy Breezy.
Boy, I have loved this guy's energy all night. There was never a point in which he let up. The triple-double evidence of the kind of effort and skill he has.
Toronto with the ball. Barrett kicks to Barnes. Back to Barrett. Mitchell, a screen on Butler. Back to Barnes. A three ball. Rebound by Butler. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Williams' shot is off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA.